Live mic. Live mic on the air. How are we all doing? Welcome aboard. Just setting up the stream, folks. Be with you guys very shortly. Just bear with me today a little bit as well, folks. I've got a splitting rotten headache. Let me just get the live chat up and going before I forget that. Actually, let me get rid of the starting times. Get rid of all that in a minute. Just give me a second, folks.
Center call.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Okay. How are we all doing? Chris, g'day. Thanks for sharing the photos from Brisbane Airport there. I know where the Brisbane Airport actually is. It's, yeah, sort of northeast. Yeah, I have like flown in and out of there on Microsoft Flight Simulator. And, yeah, done local and domestic services from out of there. And, yeah, it's, yeah, it looked full on. That was definitely looked like it was coming in from the west like it normally does. Which is pretty much, that's the case here in Sydney too. They all come from the west. So yeah. Or southwest, I should say. But most of our storms come in from the west, like from the Blue Mountains. We actually got one that's supposed to be on Thursday, and yeah, at the moment the weather's looking not too nice for Thursday. 36 Celsius and a thunderstorm. Typical summer. Yeah. How are we all doing? I watched a video on YouTube of that same storm on last night. The guy was on a hill, and he had looked like a little property because I seen the horse he had, and was going up. The horse was going up the hill, and you can see the storm rolling in. Not too nice. The clouds over the top look very nasty. It's the typical shelf cloud. So yeah, we know all about the shelf clouds here in Sydney. And I can tell you the storms are getting worse here in Sydney. All right, so we're on the air, hopefully. I think we are because I heard the ad before. My apologies if you did hear that, folks. That's the place I actually kept my PC stuff from and the PC itself. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, to the 188th Choo Choo Tuesdays. Let's get it rolling. MK3 coaches, Chris. MK3 coaches, they are with the HST, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the Northern Trans Pennine. And we're rolling with a Creators Club paint job here tonight, based off a real design. And here it is. So it's part of the Great Western. I thought I'd roll this out before the Great Western remake. Really beautiful design. They're standard inside though, there's nothing changed in there. See no passengers, obviously. Train Stonewall 1 route here tonight. We're at Huntersfield, ladies and gentlemen, and we are heading up to Manchester, Victoria. And I've had this one saved for a couple of days, so we're good to go. There's been updates to this route throughout the time. There's the Train Sim World 2 skybox was added. The destination boards were added. There's been tweaks and improvements along the rails itself over time. But you can see they're still dirty and muddy and looking old, and you've got the old wood pillars on there. Yeah, it's looking good. All right. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, officially to the 188th episode. I know we did have a so-called 188th last week, but we abandoned ship, so yeah, that was a non-live stream. We cancelled it and deleted it, and we are good to go here tonight. So we're halfway down the rails. If you go further down the line, it's leagues. You know, you go down the leagues. But yeah, we're starting here at Huntersville. Beautiful, beautiful station. I thought, you know, that it was time to do something that's going to be sort of represent that time frame around what the West Coast Mainline overshaft's going to look like. Oh my God! Last night I've seen some new photos of the new West Coast Mainline route from Just Trains. The containers that are going to be on this route. Oh my God! As soon as I seen them, I melted. I'm like, wow, wow, wow. Yes, very nice, small 20-foot containers and different colours, and they look they're different colours than I've ever seen before in any of the containers we've had in Train Sim World. They're looking great. I can't express enough how cool they are. And then I seen the GB freight ones. Yeah, great. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to hopefully be the best release ever, if all goes to plan. MBTA Commuter, don't forget, is later today. Matt Penstill and Harry will be on the stream on the Train Sim World Twitch and YouTube channels, I do believe. I think they'll be on Twitch as well. So yeah, do note that will be in the morning, I do believe. Let me just give me a double check on that one, actually. I'll just confirm the times for the Australian viewers. So just go to my YouTube channel. My apologies, it has done the micro freezing again. I will just double check on the Train Sim World page again for that, so I can give you guys the local starting times. So it is on the live page now. On 3 people are waiting already. So in 9 hours from now, actually. So it starts at 6 a.m. Wow, actually that's quite good. You know what? I'll probably be up for it. I have actually left a message on there, and I've actually asked, because of the ridiculous hour it will be on, 6 a.m. I probably won't be on it, folks. But I have left a message on there, and I've asked them if they could hopefully answer the question. Will the new trains on the MBTA Commuter be Creators Club compatible? So that's the answer I've had, because I can't get on the forums. So I've asked the question through their stream. Not too well tonight, Crazy Aussie. I lost a fair bit on the Melbourne Cup. Gamble responsibly. Not too much though. It was only $50. Come on. But I've had 6 horses. The horse that actually came third, I had that for the win, so I didn't actually, didn't win anything. I wish I put a place on it. I would have got something. Anyway, broke even on the pokes, so I'm okay. I'm going with it. All right, we're good to go. There we go. All right, Northern Trans Pennine. This is going to be lots of fun. 22 miles. Wait for the bar to go up. That's the brake pipes. Bogies are coming down. Very good. Would be nice to take the DRA off, Aussie. Oh no, put it into forwards would be nice. That's what happened. I swear I thought I had that set up. Yeah, so MK3 coaches they are, Chris, so don't get them confused with the... Yes, it is the old lights. Yes, it was going backwards. It was going backwards. My apologies. Yeah, my lovely, one of my lovely Discord friends sent me some new, finally got the update for the Freighter flat deck trailers for American Truck Simulator, and I also got a pack that gives us the freight that works on it again. Hallelujah! We finally fixed it. We've got it running again. So yeah, I'll be able to do some gameplay with it. I'm really considering of bringing the flat deck out for Sunday night. Actually, speaking of Sunday night, folks, I might not be on live on Sunday night because it depends if I get back from the big convoy in time. This weekend, ladies and gentlemen, in the Illawarra is the 20th anniversary of the trucking convoy. That's a big event that happens each and every year around this time of the year. And they go up, they always got a new course every year. Well, they change the course every year, but this year's the 20th anniversary, folks. And you know how I said yesterday I purchased the merchandise from their website? Well, guess what? I woke up this morning, it was on my doorstep. 24 hours later, I just ordered it yesterday and it's already at my doorstep. So, yes, they know who the trucking fans are. Maybe because I did put a link on the Facebook page too, saying the Don's Truck Spotting's going to be there. So yeah, I'm going to have to probably try and find my own way down there. If there's a truckie going down there, pull over, so Don's covered for a ride. So yeah, I got my merch ready to go. It's in the cupboard. It's beautiful. It's got last year's some of the best companies that are involved in last year's one on the back of it and everything. It's all sponsors and it's really cool. They're sponsored by I-98 FM radio, which is the main radio station down in the Gong. No, I've been down Wollongong multiple times. I know the area off by heart. I used to go swimming down there when I was growing up and everything, down to Ostermere and Bulli and down Shell Harbour. Yeah, down. We used to go down to Greenwall Point for the holidays as well. It's my grandma and grandpa on my mum's side. They used to have a caravan down there. Caravan park down there at Greenwood Point. And yeah, don't worry, we know about the bull sharks that get up in there and the puffer fish. As kids, we never really cared about the bull sharks, but yeah, when you get adults like, yeah, all right, I'm not going in. This is a morning service, folks, 6:09 on the dial. That's a beautiful route, this. I've always been a big fan of this. It used to be very dull and grey back in the days, but I did like it back then as well. I've always enjoyed my journey along here. It is a British blue classic, you know. It's in that era of 70s and 80s. Yeah, I just got to try to work out where to get off though, because the convoy's supposed to be. I got to try to work out how to get there. This is the thing. I might take my. I don't know. I'm gonna try to work out, because I know they're going up through the highway. I think they're going the old Princess Highway. Looking at the map I've seen today, I'm surprised about that, because I thought they would go up the M. They're going to be led by the police and the bikies, and then they've got the motorbikes, and then they'll go on the trucks. And after seeing what I've seen from last year, my God, so many beautiful design trucks, bipping their horns, and yeah, some of them have got some really crazy horns for them too. So yeah, I had one of them up on the M7 here a few months ago, actually, do a really crazy horn. It was a K200. As soon as I heard it, I thought, oh, that guy's got to be involved in the convoys for sure. I've seen Adelaide had a convoy this past weekend. They had the convoy in Adelaide. I was looking at it earlier today. Yeah, something they're going to get more involved in is these events, you know, the rail events and the trucking events, because, you know, I have a passion for trucks and trains, you know. The trucks stem from my father, you know, truck driving over the years, and, you know, me growing up in the truck, you know. And, you know, the rails as well, you know, growing up, you know, my favourite train was the Red Rattler. And absolutely used to love, like, I'm a massive fan of the freight containers. And I remember the old coal trains with the old City Rail logos on the sides of them too. I remember I've seen them also go down the Illawarra line. Actually, they were very common on the on that route. Emerson Gaming, welcome aboard. I'm going really well. How are you? Welcome aboard to the stream. The best way to get on there is the yep. SCO train. Yep, that's the one. I'm not using controller. I'm using the keyboard, and I'm using the mouse. Yeah, I've also considered the rail driver. Yep. For me, I've held off on it because I just think it looks too plastic for me. I really would like to see. I've been very surprised that Dovetail really haven't looked into looking at like a company or sort of working with you know, a company on a proper metal like rail driver type thing, but actually have it so it's like really strong. And like I just think when I've seen the rail driver and I've seen the price of it here in Australia, it's like $500-600. I just think it's too expensive. It's plastic, and for me it looks cheap and nasty. So I've always held off on it because of that. So yeah, I would like to see like a proper sturdy one built with better parts in it. It's something that just looks like it's professionally been built, like not plastic. I just think when I've seen it, it looks like it is cheap and nasty, and yeah, it doesn't really. There's been issues with over the time as well with, you know, it doesn't certain build, it does seems to not work with, by the way folks, we're on the Train Sim World 1 route, so this is old school as hell, it is dark as hell, and I don't want to put the light on because, yeah, I'd rather turn the light on actually, because then you're going to be looking at a dot on the screen just look like the young ones.
What are you watching? I'm just watching the dot a little bit more. I'll be in bed soon. Just going to watch the dot for a little bit more.
Yeah, truck standard. Like I got the Logitech G920s with the gear shifter, so I know that's probably cheap and nasty, but I'm such a fan of the Moza wheels and everything, but they're just so expensive. The flight simulator, yeah, I used to roll with the Airbus stuff when I did play it. Oh my god, yeah, my sister and my late great brother-in-law that's passed away for over 10 years now, they had the videos and everything. That's how I got introduced to the young ones. So yeah, growing up, they put the tape in and I start watching it.
Damn, your bedroom's on fire.
Not all the craziness. That's the thing that these kids these days won't know about is the great 90s and 80s of the British comedy. That, you know, the Blackadder's, the young ones, the Bottoms. And, you know, some of us do have them. And, you know, all these fantastic comedies, Benny Hill. And can't get away with a lot of that stuff these days. Everything's too commercialised now. Yeah, it'd be definitely worth the money if it was to a good standard. But for me, it just looks cheap and nasty. And yeah, I've sort of done a fair bit of research on them as well. Cause I've been playing Train Sim World since 2019 here on the YouTube channel, and I'm an OG. I started in 2017. I was at my mate's house. That's how I discovered it, and yeah, it was in its like there was only one route. It was St. Patch Grade. So yeah. I'm as old as it comes when it comes to Train Sim World, and I've had breaks in between. Like in its heydays, I did. You know, it was boring and you know not much going for it. Speaking of not much going for it, I am now speeding. Turn my sights off again. Well, hopefully the HST won't have all this glare and everything when we get the new route. Hopefully we will get the top floor and everything organised. I don't see why we wouldn't. Then it'll probably be nasty on this route actually if it does happen. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Wrong there. Everything these days is all about this, you know, it's all about the money, it's all about the, you know, politics, and it's with everything, you know, it's politics and sport is like absolutely crazy. We all know that. Like I follow Formula One like a religion, and it's so politic like crazy. Yeah, it's just absolutely insane. And I know a lot of people probably would hate me for this, but it was about bloody time that Maxi finally got one. I'm absolutely pumped about that. I have to say, one of his greatest drives of all time. As much as I would have liked to have seen Norris to like give it a real good crack, because when I seen he just kept pumping, these McLarens are absolute weapons, I tell you. It's so good to see too. It's refreshing, you know, and yeah, it's good that finally, you know, Max has finally got a good challenge, and I'm really looking forward to see what will happen next year. To be honest, I really think that yeah, I really think that Norris is going to become the next world champ. Yep, yeah, 100%. Yep, that's how I started with Formula One, was Schumacher. Yeah, the old, I'm trying to think of the guy's name who used to do the commentary, and he used to go, 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 go! I used to love his voice, that's what really got me into it. I thought he was a mad commentator. Yeah, I'm not so much into the V8s now because obviously we lost our Holdens. So yeah, ever since the weapons went off the road, it's not the same anymore. We all thank the government for screwing that up. I swear if I was a multi-billionaire, if I won $100,000, $100 million in the lotto, I swear to God, I would bring Holden back. That's just me. And again, the first thing I'll probably be doing is buying a Kenworth. I'm sorry. I'll be buying a Kenworth. I wouldn't be buying it to drive it. Actually, you know what, I probably would. But no, for me, I would just wanted to be like in convoys and that, like just a show, like a show truck. So my passion runs deep. Like I do truck spotting in real life, and I got my label, the Dunce. The Dunce. What happens when you've got a headache. The Don's Truck Spotting Australia. My apologies. The Duds. I am so embarrassed. Yeah, thoughts on Michael Schumacher, yeah, like, you can't beat that era. Like, it was, like Ferrari, like even before he was even with Ferrari, like he obviously dominated Ferrari, but yeah, I never thought there would be anyone that would get close to his record. Like, I never thought I would see it. And as much as I hate Lewis Hamilton as a race driver because he was just consistently winning all the time, it was just getting boring. I was, yeah, it's very impressive what he did. You compare the two eras, you know, like from Hamilton's to Michael Schumacher's, obviously a complete different era, but both started, you know, in the era without the halos. Yeah. Some of the incidents we've seen recently, over the course of well, I would say the last 5 years, whatever. Especially that one that happened at Italy when Verstappen went over the top of Hamilton. If it wasn't for the halos, yeah, we all know what would have happened. I was actually watching the fella the other night on YouTube. Actually, it was showing all the history of all the old tracks actually in Formula One, and man, some of the tracks you've seen, it's absolutely crazy, like absolutely crazy. One particular street track I've seen, I think it was in Spain. Yeah, it was in Spain prior to Barcelona, and yeah, there was concerns on the safety barriers on that particular racetrack, and yeah, just looking at some of the footage, absolutely insane. Yeah, that's right. 100%. I see it exactly like that too. Yeah, it was just like, you know, Lewis was fed the spoon, the silver spoon, and yeah, Michael definitely worked his butt off. Yeah, it's sad to see what's happened to him. It's yeah, it's I don't know. His brother sort of fell off a cliff there as well in Formula One. Like, oh, you know, he looked like he sort of had potential going there for a little bit, and looked like he could, you know, go into a seat that would be like pretty impressive. Like, you think his brother would have succeeded, you know, being a Schumacher, but yeah, it just all fell apart, and all of a sudden he was just out of Formula One. All right, we're coming up to our next stop, folks. It will be up here. And I do believe this will be, where's the station guide? Here it is. God, this route reminds me of the old wood I'm trying to think of the name. I know it runs down a little bit on the Glossop line. Yeah, for this route to be built in the Train Sim War 1 era, this is one particular route I'd probably say to you guys, I would like to see Dovetail actually completely bring it updated to its current standard now, even though it's been updated a little bit in the past. I just think with the Top 4 and the skybox and everything, it'll look even better. Okay. So I still haven't posted tomorrow's live stream of midweek World of Trains, folks, but we are definitely going to be live tomorrow, so don't fear if, it's definitely going to happen still. It's just I haven't decided what the cover photo is going to be, and like our cover photo is normally the first trip, so I'm not sure what I'm doing yet tomorrow for the stream, but I'll think of something after tonight's stream, and I'll post it up within the few hours after the stream tonight. Sorry about not posting any shorts today as well, folks. So it's just I woke up a little bit late today, and I was going out for lunch and everything for the Melbourne Cup today. So yeah, it's just one of those days where I'm too busy. Yeah, and I've come back and I've got a splitting damn headache. That's why I'm drinking the OJ. It's only because I haven't got some, waiting for my lemonade to get cold. Alright, let's close those doors. Of course I'm speeding. Oh, man. Not to worry. Not to worry, not to worry. I'll turn the mic up a little bit. It's a bit of a noisy train, the HS2. I have to say it probably is in our XPTs here in Australia. I've been on a fair few trips on them in the past, and yeah, they are quite noisy actually inside the coaches as well. Make sure I've got everything gone because I have come off the save. Yeah, the database doesn't. That's the database, folks, who normally put in the database, but yeah, they don't have that technology. Brakes are normal. That's the start of the engine. Don't have to worry about that. Can't go in the engine room on this, unfortunately. It's one of those. It wouldn't matter what it is, Crazy Aussie, it would be the same, you know, it wouldn't matter if it was 34, 35, 36, 37. You notice the difference straight away from like 25 to 30, you know, and then you notice the difference definitely straight away from 30 to 40. Try like the hottest day of all time here in Sydney that I was involved in, and it was like 49 degrees. Very, very, very hot. On that particular day, my mates were living out at Liverpool at that particular time, in the heart of Liverpool, and there was the buses were replacing trains on that particular day. Oh my God. I was on the bus on that day and I was literally, it was hot on the bus, but when I was in my mate's house, no word of a lie, I was literally in my thongs and looking at the floor, and I'm there like in a pile of water. I was dripping sweat like crazy. I said to him, I said, where's the damn Georges River? Let's go for a swim. I'm out of here. Yeah. Because yeah, back those days, yeah, a few of the boys, they used to jump off the bridge down at Georges River, Liverpool, and I never used to do it because I'm just somebody that just really wasn't into doing any stupid things like that. Yeah, Thursday is going to be severe thunderstorms as well. So Chris Axworth is on our stream here. If you're watching, buddy, he sent me a couple of photos on the Discord server. On our Discord server, the big thunderstorm they had up in Brisbane last week, and yeah, it looked very nasty. Very, very nasty. I actually seen the time lapse actually of one of the cameras in Brisbane itself for that particular day, and it looked like it was rainy and cloudy in the morning. Looking at the cam that they showed, it was on YouTube, and then yeah, seen the storm come through around 5, 6, oh, about 6, 7, and 9. I was looking a look. Might have been just after 5. Thanks for that talk, Emerson Gaming. I appreciate it. So you're a rail fan, are you? See, we do this. I'm a massive rail fan. I'm a massive fan for trucks. Yeah, rail. Trains for me, just got a massive passion for, you know, I've got a massive passion for trucks, a massive passion for trains, and I don't mod for this game, but I know modders that do mods, and for the trucks, I do mods for trucks. I do paint jobs. I'm a skinner for American Truck Simulator and Euro. I don't do Euro Truck Simulator too much, but I have got Euro Truck Simulator mods out there. Mainly traffic mods and some trucks and trailer skins. But I do real companies and branding. That's my specialty. So I'm always looking out for new companies, looking out for new brands. Yeah, whatever I get my hands on, whatever I see that suits trucks and trailers. I mainly work with the Kenworths in the game. The RTA mods, Kenworth K200, the T909, T908, the W900, which is standard in the game. The Volvo FH16, the Scania R series, and then I'm working with the Maxi-Q Reefer Freighter T-liner trailers, which are the SWR Customs trailers. I finally got my hands on an updated flat deck, which is awesome. Freighted flat deck. Guy sent me a logger trailer as well, which I'm going to try out. It's a B-double. Apparently, it does the unloading and loading features. And we are close to Manchester, folks. That'll be, is it 2024 or 2014? You probably mispronounce that. Train Simulator 2024. Yeah, Simulator Fanatic, yeah. You don't mind me asking, what was your first simulator you ever got into? Because mine was SimCity 1989. It's, yeah, that's where it started. Me. SimCity. The first SimCity, and then SimCity 2000 I absolutely hooked on. Yes, the $500,000 password. PONRTIPSGUZZARODO. I used to go, yeah. Many hours on SimCity 2000, many hours on SimCity 4. And then Max has decided to bring out a stupid version of SimCity that killed it. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator is as old as what I am, I'll tell you that much. Have I pre-ordered the new Microsoft Flight Simulator? No, I haven't. I can confirm, folks, within the last 24 hours I have, well, within the last 48 hours, I should say, I have pre-ordered Planet Coaster 2. So, we're going to give that a whirl, see how that goes. Don't get my idea Wonderland out of your heads, folks. Wonderland's mine. It's my backyard. I'm literally 5 minutes up the road from it. Well, what it used to be. It's no longer there, obviously, but yeah, I'm 5 minutes down the road from the old one. Yeah, SimCity 2000, yeah. Yeah, that was a beast. Absolute beast. When the monster used to come along. You can see the shadow. And there was no such thing as shadows back in the old games. Yeah, right. When the big monster used to come along in the SimCity, you can see the shadow. Flight Simulator X. Oh, yep. Yeah, see, I didn't get into Flight Simulator until 2020. So that's, yeah. That was the biggest edition possible I could possibly get my hands on when that was pre-ordered. I thought I'll hold off this time. You know, the thing that really is making me hold off this time around is I want to see if they've gotten rid of these damn melting buildings, and I also want to see if they finally have fixed the dam when you're trying to land. It wants to freeze the living shit out up on the game. So then, yeah. Also the freezing of the shadows, the freezing up on when you're trying to land the plane. You think freezing on Train Sim World's bad? When you're trying to land a plane, yeah, you don't want that happening. But unfortunately, that's one of the major things that plagues Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, is that when you're trying to land a plane, yeah, it wants to freeze its balls off, especially when you're trying to land at, like, say, Melbourne Airport, Sydney Airport, definitely JFK, definitely Heathrow. Yeah. When you're trying to land at Heathrow, even coming out of Heathrow, it's just absolutely crazy. The detail. But JFK in New York is absolutely insane. Sydney's bad enough because obviously I had the ORBX version. It was the legit Sydney Airport. I had to have the Kingsford Smith proper. It got you over the fear of flying. Okay. Yeah, see, that's something I have. I have a massive fear of flying. It wouldn't get me on a plane in a million years. So there's two things that I have fears. I have fears of flying in real life. I was on a plane when I was 4 years old going up to Maroochydore, and yeah. You think I could remember the trip coming back home on the plane? I don't remember it at all. But I remember going up there. Yeah. Haunts me to this day. But yeah, that's one of the fears, and the other fear I have is yeah, I don't like thunderstorms. You know, the funny thing is, I can watch a thunderstorm in a video game, and I can watch it from a distance, but when they're close and nearby, no way. I got to be in my bomb shelter. That's just a sad truth, but I'm not scared to say it because yeah, if you hide these things, this is what can really plague you. You know, I say if anybody's got a fear or is scared of anything or whatever, don't hide your feelings or anything. This is what streaming and everything's all about, and people coming along chatting and that. This is what is all, you know, the good thing about, you know, having a nice chat. And anyway, Thursday's going to be interesting. Thank Christ I'm not streaming on Thursday. Thursday's normally my days I do my uploaded videos. I did say to you guys we'll be back to our normal regular schedule of 6 ATS videos this Thursday, this weekend, did I say? Oh, probably going to be leading towards that not being the case. Oh, you're a student pilot. Oh, good stuff. That's yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. Really cool. Yeah, good luck on that. Yeah, hopefully you go well with that, and yeah, maybe one day you'll be flying for Qantas. I actually know somebody that actually their boyfriend actually works for Qantas actually. So I'm not sure what he does, but I've never met the bloke. But he's going out with my the mother of my first child. So yeah, I've just heard off her that he works for Qantas. I'm like, okay, no worries. I said, can you give me a free trip? Alright, there we go with our first trip, ladies and gentlemen. That was off the rails and very nicely done indeed. Hopefully they do fix the glitching, yeah. I did see, I watched a video here the other night. Apparently you do some things with the Nivea control panel. I've done all this stuff before with Nivea control panel, like tweaking things and doing things and clear the chatter and all this stuff. I've done all this. And it doesn't help. It doesn't help. I've tried all kinds of things over the time period. But the main reason I haven't done Microsoft Flight Simulator for a while here on the YouTube channel is because my PC, we all know how much of a beast this game is and how much memory it takes up and how much space it takes up on your PC drives. And I only had 2 drives, and one of them was a hard drive, one of them was a SSD drive. The SSD drive that came with this PC was very small. So a week leading into the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, because I want to get back into it, because Zombies is back to its OG best, which is great. I wanted to get a SSD drive, and I've been wanting an SSD drive for quite a while, so I put 4 terabytes of SSD drive into the PC now. And the good news is I can now play games that have got SSD drive only, which games like Planet Coaster 2 and Call of Duty rely on. And I think Microsoft Flight Simulator... See, I used to run Microsoft Flight Simulator off the hard drive on the original one too. So I'm thinking now I've got the SSD drive on there. I've got the corn bar, like it's the corn bar. It's the proper like good brand. 4 terabytes of hard drive space, and I've got the Pro version of it too. So it's not the standard one; it's the Pro. SSD, and COD's working great. It's smooth as pretty good, and a little bit glitchy on the live. It's a little bit glitchy when I'm streaming it, but I'd probably say when I'm streaming it and not streaming it, I've noticed I've probably dropped anywhere between 5 FPS, so it's not too bad. Microsoft Flight Simulator original one, I used to average anywhere between 30 to 60 frames, depending where you are on the map, obviously. Flying over New York, and all that, that's when it gets very bad, especially over London. Anyway, on the hard drive, SSD for sure, 100%. In 10 years' time, we'll be probably talking about another technology that'll be taking over SSDs. Don't worry about that. Oh, the wonderful world of technology. That's a pain in the butt. 5090s next year, god damn it. I'm really considering upgrading it. But anyway, so the plans are, I want to, hopefully this bad boy will go over into a new space, and I want to build a proper cabin area for my trucks only, and I want to get a proper trucking steering wheel and all this stuff, and like big gear shifter and like just off the floor, and gear shifter off the floor and all this stuff. I want to get right into that. So I want to build a cabin. I've always wanted the old school, like the how the old arcade games in like. See, this is the thing that these kids won't know about these days as well, is the old video arcades that used to be awesome. Like I'm talking the arcades. Not with stupid bowling alleys and games like they are these days. I'm talking about, arcades that were arcades. See, I used to go to mad arcades here in Sydney. The Tilt at Miranda, absolute gem. The strip down at the old Parramatta, which is Westfield now. That was awesome. But Galaxy World in the city at Chinatown. Oh my God, the best. And then I used to flog the crap out of Crazy Taxi in the middle of Town Hall there, in between the old free cinemas. So yeah. But the old cabins, like you walk in and into a cabin and actually sit down and play the game inside of a box, like an old cabin. That's what I want to build. Something like old school video arcade thing, but obviously have it where I'm got very comfortable and everything, and have cameras, multiple cameras inside of it. So you're not just watching one camera when I'm on it. You're seeing the other cameras, you're seeing angles and everything. That's what I want to do, but it all costs money. So think big, dream big, and see what happens. Anyway, hopefully down in the future we will be able to get there. All right, we are going to head to another route now, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time now to head to Germany, and we're going to take the brand new Frankfurt folder. So we're going to do a little bit of action now with the 425. Actually, we've already done the 425. My apologies. 624. Let's see what we can do. Yep, 624 action. Here we go. May. Okay, nice clear. Right. The motion seats, like the old intensity style. Yeah. All right. We are ready to. That's my damn controller. I'll get rid of that. I just play with a cheap Xbox controller, wired. I just don't like the Bluetooth stuff because RB services is alright. That's Oh, crap. We're in the, keep forgetting we're in the tilted. Is it there or is it down here more? Oh no, I think we went past it, didn't we? Oh yeah, the FE7 for going past. Oh yep, the Santa Fe. Very nice. Today we're going to grow, not bro, not low, not toe. We're going to grow. I actually seen one of these particular models in a toy, actually, because they got this toy store where they sell the Kenworth models, and yeah, I was just looking in there for some stuff for my daughter, and I walked past and I seen some of the, because I used to be a Hot Wheels collector for 8 years, and I was just looking at the Hot Wheels cars, you know, JDMs. I mainly look for JDMs, and I don't collect them these days. I just, still like to check and see if there's any nice JDMs going around, you know, that might tickle my fancy, like Skyline or something like that, you know. Anyway. Cut a long story short, I come across a model of this particular train in a toy, and it was $30, and I was really considering getting it. I thought, I might put it in the background, because sometimes I have my backdrop in my streams. So, yeah, I was really considering getting it, maybe, you know, just so I could have it in my backdrop. Alright, we are leaving Frankfurt. God, I was begging for this station for so many moons. It was, yeah. This and the West Coast Main Line I was begging for, and when both of them were... Well, I knew about the West Coast Main Line obviously because of the leak, but yeah, when this was announced on the announcement, oh my God, I jumped off my seat and went through my roof almost. I was like, oh, at long last, Frankfurt. I was like, yeah, I was in tears. I was in tears. I can't help myself. Yes, I was crying. Because, yeah, I was begging for a route out of Frankfurt for so damn long, because I know how much of a beast this particular area is. And I was just thinking straight away, I hope they got S-Bahn services, and yeah. I'm still hopeful for the main one that goes up to Baden and all that. Which is actually coming off right there. You can see that's the route that I want. That goes up through there. It goes down into the tunnel system. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for the tunnel system in Frankfurt. Because, yeah, the stations are absolutely beautiful. We're definitely long overdue for a subway route. Eventually goes back around to Sud, just up the road here, which we're stopping at in 2.6. Yeah, so Santa Fe, you finally got it, Chris. Good stuff, man. How are you liking it? You notice the difference between the inside of the cabs and everything between the F7 and on the Clinchford to this one? Well, you don't own Clinchford. You don't have the Clinchford Railway, eh? But you've obviously seen me do Clinchford Railway and the F7. So the F7 is very iconic because we have trains that, you know, they're exactly the same replica. You know, they're F7s. You know, when I seen one of the SSRs here recently, actually, when I did the short on my YouTube channel, I think the second one was actually a F7. I know they call it something else here in Australia, but they're based off the F7s in the US F7s. Yeah, get the motion seats going and that. See, that's what I probably want to do if I ended up doing a... I used to have a play seat ages ago, but I had to sell my play seat and my old steering wheel to pay for some of this PC. And unfortunately I had to sacrifice a couple of my Lego modulars, which I was peed off about because one of them is the assembly square and I still haven't got it back. And the assembly square is worth a lot more now than what it was when I first got it. I so regret getting rid of that now because I still think it's one of the biggest modulars they've ever done, and it's actually one of the nicest ones they've done. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this townhouse thing's going to be like this year. A lot of people are very, skeptical because, Lego, I'll be honest with you guys, I really think that Lego has really dropped their quality, except for this botanical garden though. I like this botanical garden they've released though. It is quite nice, but $500? No, not nice. Last few days I've been really considering rebuilding my city because I haven't rebuilt my city since I've moved house, and I've been at this new place for a year now, and I know I'm going to be here for another year, so I'm really considering of rebuilding it again finally. The only reason I haven't is because I was building a custom modular, and when I had to rebuild house and relocate house and everything, a lot of my modulars and that have been damaged. You have to rebuild everything. Just haven't got time. This is the problem because I'm here building skins and everything for the trucks and trailers, and I'm getting people's requests for companies and brands. Did that PlayStation console just pop out in the middle of nowhere? I know I keep calling this building up here a PlayStation. It does look like one. Yeah, no worries, Emerson. Thanks for coming along, man. If you got any suggestions for routes or whatever, just give us a bell. We're on the Discord server as well. So if you're on Discord, you can join us up on there. Australia Worldwide Entertainment at Discord. So you're on the 2014 version. Man, well, obviously it depends on your rig as well. I didn't get into Train Sim Classic until the 2019 version, I think it was. 2018 version. It might have been 2020 version, actually. Yeah, 2020. I think it was 2020 when I first got into it. So I was in the Train Sim World before that because I used to play Train Sim World on I first started the Xbox, then went to PlayStation. Thanks for coming along anyway, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're definitely live tomorrow, so you're more than welcome to come and join us tomorrow. We're at the same time tomorrow, and same time on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Oh, check your channel out and see if you've got anything going on it, and I'll give a sub back. I'll get my team to look into that. All right. Don't forget, folks, we have the moderators in the back of the scenes here today, checking over everything, and everything's all sweet at the moment. That was good. Good. My guy's deaf, so he's all good. Never used to be, but he is now. Sad. All right. Yeah, so how you liking it, Chris? Oh, sorry. Chris, I didn't see that message. I'll get back to you on that right now. Can the F7 do passenger trains? That's a good question, actually. Formation designer. Yes, I think it does. If I remember rightly, I've seen somebody do a Creators Club paint job of the Santa Fe. I think he took the Amtrak's coaches and turned it into Santa Fe coaches. Because in real life, the F7 did have silver passenger cars. I know there was a particular name for it. It was Californian something. I know that. It was an iconic train. It was an iconic train. I watched the doco on it and everything too. It's very, it's got a very rich history. And they used to do big train services. So yes, they do passenger, Chris. Unfortunately, those coaches are not in train sim world, which sucks. Something that I really hope that Dovetail do consider doing, actually, with the Santa Fe's. And to be honest, I really would like to see more Santa Fe's added to the game. The Arizona Divide sort of springs to mind, but then again, everyone will be like, "Oh, not another, route that's like desert style," Yeah. I really think they need to, with the US content. I really think they need to stop. They really need to consider. Stop doing East Coast, West Coast, and really need to start concentrating on other areas of the US. I know there is other parts of the US in it, but I'm talking like sort of Chicago, Miami. They're in Train Sim Classic, obviously. Just using those as samples. I'll be honest, I really would like to see a Canadian passenger route. But I know the Go license is very hard to get a hold of. Go don't really want a barge of Train Sim World. I know there's Go Creators Club stuff out there. There's been talks about the Toronto, the Canadian Oakville being extended to Toronto, which is, it's been talked about multiple times. If Dovetail punched the green light on it, so be it. But we'll have to wait and see. You don't have the Clinchford Railroad. Yep. I'll be honest with you, Chris. The Clinchford Railroad is probably it's slow. It's very, very slow. But I actually prefer that route over the Sandpatch Grade. For the simple fact is that it sort of reminds me of the Feather River Canyon, which is that and the Cheese System route, which runs off next to the the Sandpatch grade. The B&O subdivision. They're the two routes I would love to see in Train Sim World, but the Feather River Canyon is the one I would love to see. They will have the Western Pacific trains, and there's a lot of different variant Western Pacifics as well. F7 is one of them. And yeah, there's different paint schemes and variants of the Western Pacific. It's actually one of the logos that's on my. Sometimes you've seen me wear all the logos of some of the freight companies in the US. One of the logos is actually the Western Pacific logo. It's got the feather in it, and that it's really nice. And that's Feather River Canyon. Feather River Canyon's got a very popular bridge that goes like a V shape, and then it's got the train line at the end of it that goes around like a U shape, but the train line splits off like that in the middle of like a canyon. It's just absolutely stunning. And there's so much detail and rivers and bridges and just rocks and trees all over the place. That route is just very impressive on Train Sim Classic. Even its original one, I was very impressed of before it was remastered. It looks even better now. But High Iron Studios, which Simulations, which has just recently got involved in Train Sim World, they are doing a route for Train Sim World. We don't know when. It'll probably be in Train Sim World 6. But I'm hopeful that they actually are doing the Feather River Canyon for Train Sim World. So, yeah, if they announce that, I'll hands down be 100% getting it. And be super excited about it too, because, yeah, I never get really super excited for US routes, but... yeah, there's one particular route from the US that I've always enjoyed. I only just got it. Okay. It only goes on Cajon Pass, Chris. You obviously can take it off the rails and... You can take it off the rails and do other stuff with it as well, if you so desire. You know, like, for instance, if you want to take it to, say, New York Trenton. I don't think it'll run on there. I think that yeah, you could take it to the likes of Horseshoe Curve, you know, or Cane Creek if you wanted to. I think a while back, actually, I think there was a post on the Dovetail forums about the F7 with the passenger coaches, actually. But I'm not sure if it's a licensing issue or yeah, obviously there's not a route that has the passengers. But yeah, I think it would be something that would be very unique and different. Train Sim World, you know, get away from the other. It would get away from the other style of passenger services that are in Train Sim World, and give a little bit of an old school US route. You know, that actually has, yeah, that's set in, say, the 80s, you know, or the early 90s. Separated from what all the others are, which are more, because if you look at it really, all the US content that's in Train Sim World is all in the current, like it's modern era, isn't it? It's never been anything that's been back in time. So I think that it would be very nice to sit, and a welcome change. You could probably say that it's old now with Peninsula Corridor, though. Now we all know in real life it's got it's electrified now. It's it's not the same route as it looks in Train Sim World. Obviously, it's completely different in reality now. We all know that. If you've seen what I've seen, if you follow what I follow, you know what you know. So, yeah, it's a different beast now, and that's why I said to you guys I would love to see him do the current updated version of Train Sim World. Obviously, it goes down to the Bay Area now. It's 5 extra miles, so would be nice to see. And if they did do it in Train Sim World, it would also be the first electrified coal train in Train Sim World history. So I'm not sure what the license is like with coal trains still with Dovetail, but obviously it looks like it's pretty good. You know, obviously if it wasn't, then coal train would have asked them to remove their logos and everything by now. Don't see why there wouldn't be any issues. Anyway, let's crank up that speed. We've sort of been cruising along, haven't we? We're just dawdling along here and talking, but we're just having a little bit of fun. It's been a very talkative night tonight, which has been great. Yeah, definitely going to check that Emerson Gaming out. It's very. It was a great talk with him. I appreciate that. Seems like so when you share the same passion and you're as old, like I classify him as the way we're talking there. He's an old school gamer. You know it straight away. So yeah, share the same passions as what we do. That's a $500,000 password. So I still know to this day the $500,000 password for. See, I used to play it on the old Macintosh, the Apple, SimCity 2000, because the school I went to here in Sydney was a special SSP school, Glenfield Park, and they had the PCs, and they're all Macs. So yeah, we used to get special privileges playing the game. I even caught the principal playing SimCity in his office. That's how crazy it was. The principal, I caught him, I busted him actually, playing SimCity in his office. I'm like, what? I come in, I'm like, what are you doing, sir? Playing SimCity. Let me show you how to do this. I'm just going to put in a fire here. It's flooding just here. Here comes a big tornado. Oh. Is that a plane? I hear a plane. Oh yeah. Where's that coming from? We all heard that just then, eh? Always been a big fan of these type of bridges. We got one that goes over the Hawkesbury River on the current train route. Obviously, if you're not aware by now, they've started drilling underneath the Hawkesbury River to see if the ground's good enough to put a tunnel in to finally start high-speed rail here in Australia. Finally, Yes, the convicts are no more. Yeah, when my dad told me about that last night, I was like super excited. I'm like, oh, you're serious? It's finally happening. I so want to take a trip up there actually, just to get it on film and everything. You know, it's like, yeah, it'll be a big day. It's got to work out times because there's certain trains that only stop at the stations up there at certain times. So you just got to work it out. Yep, we certainly do. And when I seen it on the news last night, oh man, it's they're finally drilling underneath the Hawkesbury. They've got a barge and everything in the water. They've started. And yeah, he pulled out this the rock, which is the rock that we all want that to be the rock that's not going to cause any leaks or anything. It's looking good. It's looking good. So yeah, apparently it's going to vote next year and everything. It's all the government's all wanting it, so it's just a matter of getting the right contract. I still got a gut feeling it'll be the Carl trains. I just got a feeling. I hope it's not. Deutsche Bahn, come to our rescue, please. Okay, there we go. That is our trip on that one. And we've still got more than half an hour to go. And we will now head to the main menu and head to the West Coast Main Line. All right. Hopefully we don't get any crashes. We got a crash around this time last night, didn't we? All right. So don't forget, 6 a.m. Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, Hobart time. 5 a.m. in Queensland time. Tomorrow morning is the start of the live stream for the MBTA commuter. It's going to be at 6 a.m., which is not too bad, really, when you consider it. But for me, when I've recently been getting up anywhere between 10 and 11 o'clock, not good. I'm not gonna get up for it anyway. I'm just gonna enjoy the replay. But anyway, I left a message. Hopefully they'll answer it on the stream about the Creators Club capabilities. All right. So yeah, it's gonna take around 10 to 12 years. Yep, that's right, and that's apparently from 2027. So it's gonna be it's 2040. Looking at it, knowing delays and everything, it'll be probably 2045. Not in my lifetime, probably not. All right. Let's head to the West Coast Main Line. So what we're doing there. And we're going to the 2024 timetable. It's a modern timetable, and we all know it is a beautiful timetable. Not been updated as of yet, but it is pretty nice nonetheless. We are going to take the Class 805. Hey. The Class 805, and it is going to be a 43-minute service, 11:15. Bit of light cloud. Here we go. Now, this is the Class 801, folks. That's been completely, pardon me, it's been completely rebuilt from all the models that are involved in the West Coast Mainline Enhancement Pack. This is legit the 805. The interior, everything has been redone, okay? So all of it in here is all the same, okay? But when you look at the outside, it's got the outside paint job and everything. We'll open up the doors first. We'll get it all up and running. Put DRA on. Open up those doors. Put on the...
TPWS and AWS operational.
Okay. So, when you come inside the cab... Okay. Everything has been... let's take a trip. Okay. Everything's been completely redone, folks. You can see here, Aventi West Coast, first class. Okay. Got first class written on there. Yeah. Everything is legit, you know, inside. All the colouring, everything. Okay. Welcome to first class written on there, see. But then you got Venti West Coast first class. And then you got economy class, see. You got the Evo. Got all the signs and everything, the stripes, everything is in there. All the seating colour, everything is all changed from the West Coast, from the East Coast mainline, isn't it? So you can see that it's all been redone. Everything is nice, standard. You can see there, standard written on there. Okay, welcome to standard class, everything in there. See, big differences. So, and you can even see that it says Houston there, Walford Junction, Aventi West Coast. Yeah, everything is all there, you know. So, yeah, it's a 805, which is the brand new train of the West Coast Mainline. All right, let's close the doors. DRA off, and we will put that into forwards.
TPWS and AWS.
Yeah, so I had somebody message me on one of my streams here a couple of weeks ago about it, and saying it's actually a Class 801. Yes, you're right in that sense, but it's when I showed you guys all that, and I said to you guys it's legit a 805. You might think I'm joking. Well, the 80. This is what I said to you guys, 803s, 802s, 800s, 801s. They're all pretty much the same. It's just, you know, they call it different numbers and everything because of, you know, what route it could be on, whatever, what way it could go. Or it might run on some of the same route, but it converts off to somewhere else, whatnot. And obviously, there's differences with certain things, you know, maybe some engine sounds, maybe engine, you know, maybe the interiors are all different, obviously. So yeah, it's so this is a Class 805, which runs on the West Coast Mainline in reality. And this is the replacement for the well, I'm not sure if it's a replacement for the Paolino, but yeah. Aha. The Super Voyagers. Yeah, I've totally forgot about that. I knew there was something missing on this route. Yeah, see, the Super Voyagers, they run on the Midlands route that's in Train Sim World. They run on the Midlands. They run on the northwest, the North Wales coastline. So yeah, on Train Sim Classic, I know they do. See, these are the 222, the 221s, the 220s. They are locos I love to see in Train Sim World. You know, any of those classes. I've always called for it for the Midlands route. They never pulled the trigger on it. I don't know why. If they announce that within the next 12 months, I'll be so happy. I'm hoping the Just Trains train that they actually doing is the damn APT. Oh man, I hope they announce it soon. To be honest, if it's the APT, I am going to. That's when I'll jump through the ceiling and cry again. Because yeah, I absolutely adore that train on Train Sim Classic. It's like the Northeast Corridor. I hope they extend it to from where it goes from Trenton at the moment, and I hope they go to Philadelphia. I know it's an extra 30 miles or whatever, but it's it'll be absolutely worth it, because if they put the Pennsylvanians in the game, oh my god, there's so many options. Yep, but the major thing that we really need in Train Sim World at the moment is for Dovetail to pull their finger out of their bum and fix up the performance issues, and the passenger behaviour needs to be massively fixed, because we're still getting damn passengers coming off the train standing in front of the damn doors. And some stations don't even have passengers at all. Yeah, or even in the trains, and you call it the passenger service. It's a passenger service with no passengers. Oh, okay. Is it the year 2020? Yeah, well, the Pedalinos will eventually go someday down the track, but yeah, it would be a sad day. It's like the I know the free, was it the 313 or 314? So I always get the 313 and 314 confused between Cavcart and East Coast. I know they retired over the last year or two. It's the southern one. And for me, I'm a fan of that train on Train Sim 1. That was one particular DLC that I never thought would see the light of day, because that got delayed so many times, that particular DLC. I should have did this route for tomorrow, actually. This cover for tomorrow. But I've had so many West Coast mainline covers since the launch of Train Sim World 5, it's not funny. Yeah, but I think you know the reasons why behind that. You know that this has been the ultimate route that I've always begged for Train Sim World. So, yeah, finally got the baby in there. Don't blame me if this is #1 next year. It's actually gonna be hard to decide between this part of West Coast, West Coast and the other, because yeah, I've seen the latest photos and that for it, and my god, when I seen the containers, the new containers, I'm like, wow. They had little logos on them too. I noticed that as well. I seen the little logos on them. I couldn't work it out what it was. But yeah, when I seen the different colours and that, they're like the different colour containers that we haven't had in Train Sim World before. They're the 20 footers as well, which are like the ones that are coming out from Skyhook. Yeah, but these are different again. Like these are different to the Skyhook ones that are coming. Don't worry about that. So yeah, we're getting freight we haven't had before. And yeah, seeing different into the models is awesome. Yeah. Oh, they have fixed them in the past. Like they used to have the passengers come off the train and stand in front of the doors of the station after Trent on the Toronto ramp, which is the other route that goes into Dresden. And yeah, if you're coming out of Trent, it used to be the station after it, but if you're going to Trent, it's the station just before it. And yeah, the passengers used to come off that train and stand in front of the doors, but they fixed that. But yeah, there's just, it's blown out of proportion now. It's just happening on every damn release we've had for the last year. It's happened on every fucking release. And the worst of them all was, unfortunately, you know, I'm not blaming the route or anything because it's got nothing to do with the route. It's a core issue. It's got to do with the passengers itself. But unfortunately, it suffers a hell of a lot more on the suffragette line than overground, with passengers jumping onto the train, onto the rails themselves, circling in and out of the doorway, just to name a few of the issues. They want to put new characters in the game, but yet they don't want to fix the behavior of them. It's got nothing to do with me running DX12 and custom engine settings, because I've tried it on both settings on and normal settings without any engine custom engine settings, or DX12, like just running the game standard DX11. It's got nothing to do with it. I've tried all that. Nothing changes. And I wouldn't go back to playing DX the standard anyway, because yeah, it just runs so much smoother. Like, as much as it's got micro shading and that still, we all know that, but it runs smoother running these settings. See, I run this on a hard drive, on the hard drive. I don't even run this on the SSD drive. So if I threw this over to my new SSD drive, it would basically take up all the space on it. And yeah, a $350 SSD drive for this particular sim, it's not worth it. It's worth it for the likes of Call of Duty. I'm putting Planet Coaster on it, obviously, because it requires SSD. Lazy bastardos. Okay. Lazy bastards. Yes. Lazy bastards. Yeah, it's not so much. Yeah, they're probably right, but I can't say. You know, I'm a fat bastard myself. But you haven't even provided us an update on how the licensing issues are going with the Class 350. Like, seriously, they should give us some information on that. That'll be a good question for the community to ask them for the next roadmap, actually. How are the licensing issues going with the Class 350? And I really think the community really should start asking them the tough questions. I reckon somebody should have the kahunas to say, hey, you really need to start considering answering the toughest questions with Train Sim World, like the passenger behaviour, the performance issues. What are the reasons behind the performance issues? Like why couldn't you delay the game itself? You know, and had to be greedy and release the game in the disgusting state it actually is in. You know, crashing issues are still going on. You know, it's not just PlayStation having issues and Xbox having issues. It's, you know, all over the shop. You know, we have to have a modding community. You know, such a great modding community. Go ahead and make the West Coast Mainline what the West Coast Mainline should be. That's, you know, you're looking at the flooring here. This is not Train Sim World standard. This is a mod. We've got enhancements with trees and everything all along here. We've got the station signage, everything. You know, the class 3, the class damn 805 is on here. You know, this is not in Train Sim World standard. You got, you know, rail staff along the rails, you know, in places, certain places, you know, it's really, really well done. Oop. Patalino. Every train on here is all sound modded. See, Dovetail say that they they resource the sounds from, you know, trains and everything. Yeah, they might do it, but whoever's doing the editing and that seriously doesn't know how to edit it properly. Yeah, the Midlands, that's the 222, that's the 222, Chris. Yeah, I think you said that before, Crazy Aussie. Yeah, no, Train Sim World 6 will be next year, don't worry about that. That's a gone given. And they'll come up with some sort of fancy way of promoting it, you know, with a video, like a pre-recorded video and everything. And like I said, I really would like to see them actually announce it, you know, a couple months prior to release, you know, so, and actually start giving us the previews 1 and 2, you know, like, I just think that more than one preview would be nice, you know. Southeastern High Speed, you know, was the best, you know, was so much better when it you know, had a first preview, got feedback off the community, came back, done a second preview, showed it off on its new build, and was 100% way better. You know, it's and it come out released quite well. You know, there was a few issues at the release, but it wasn't anything major, massively, you know, saying, oh, we can't play it. It is what it is, but it's like I say, like, we're not going to know how things are going to go until we actually get it in our hands, and they start getting feedback, and that's what the forum's for, to get feedback off the community. Yeah, the massive tough questions always get annoyed, like the likes of, when you're going to finally fix the passenger behaviour, when you're going to do this, do that, you know, like, there's a lot of things that they don't bother. It's like, oh, no, we're not worrying about it now, because this is going to be a problem for when we start ripping the core out completely 10 years down the track, whatever, like they're doing with Train Sim Classic over the recent couple of years. You know what I mean? See, like I said, I'm in the same boat. Like, I don't really, like, I've gotten every release at launch, and it's like, do I really finally stop buying it at, pre-ordering it before release, and actually wait off this next time? Well, I'll be honest with you guys, I probably will, because if GTA 6 is out, then yeah, that'll probably be the thing that'll promote me to say, I'm waiting. But, yeah, it depends what gets announced for it. You know, if it's something that I'm gonna say, oh, this has sold me, then yeah. Knowing me, I'll probably say, yeah, we're definitely going to move to 6 when it comes to that point. I am hopeful and praying that Dovetail actually finally stop the bullshit and actually just drop the numbers and just call it Train Sim World, and just, yeah. I've just missed this damn bloody station. Ah, goddamn. Oh, well, we're going through that. I'm so used to doing runs that are non-stop. That's what happens when I talk. Ah, it doesn't matter anyway. This is our final trip for today. So midweek World of Trains will be live tomorrow, even though it's not posted on the channel currently. I'm just haven't had time to post it up earlier today because I've been out, but I still haven't decided what I'm going to do tomorrow night actually, so for the stream. MBTA Commuter is next Wednesday though. We know what we're doing next Wednesday, and we are live 1 hour earlier than normal next Wednesday, by the way, folks. It is a special 3-hour blockbuster next Wednesday with Midweek World of Trains, episode 197. MBTA Commuter Special. I cannot wait to do that. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, that's one of the questions why I've asked about the Creators Club capabilities, because I want to build I want somebody to build a silver train, or if not, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to build a K set. Somebody do me a K set, please, for Train Sim World with the brand new MBTA commuter coaches. I'm actually going to see if actually we can run that train without having the engine on the other end of it. Because yeah, if we don't have the if we can do it without the engine thing on the other end of it, man, we could definitely do it like a K set. Maybe a V set? Maybe we could do a V set with it, but I just think it suits more of a K set. S set, the old S sets. Jesus. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we could do that with the big long tunnel that going into Euston Station. I don't do it too much on these like these little tiny ones. You know, it's only for a split second. But yeah, I'll do that on the longer ones. I apologise I didn't do it back there further. Yeah, my mind went blank. I didn't realise we had to stop at Walford Junction because I'm just so used to running trips along here. Not too many of them have stopped at Walford Junction, so that's just common sense of just keep going. Anyway, passengers are now complaining about the train going through.
That damn Aussie, he went past us. Give us your ashes back, you bastard! Never!
Next summer. We apologise that the Aussie conditions have been disaffected with the English today, and they have decided to bring their own weather to Australia. Ashes have been retained by Australia. I'm sorry. I've been a bastard now. Who ended up winning the game last night, actually, the cricket? I didn't end up watching the end of it. I was seeing that Smith was doing alright, so... Wembley! Famous man, Wembley. Pretty good, accurate replica of Wembley added in here, I'll be honest. And we've got the lights on Wembley Stadium as well, as part of the enhancement pack. If you haven't seen our uploaded video of the Class 805, it has been viewed over 1,000 times as well, folks. And yeah, we've got an uploaded video showing in 4K. Or 1440p, I'd say. I apologise for that. We also have uploaded video of a nighttime trip on here as well. So you can see what it looks like at nighttime in an uploaded video. It's been viewed a fair few times as well. But yeah, the Class 805, the first time I took the 805 on here was an uploaded video. And yeah, it's been viewed a fair bit. Very, very good video. Highly recommended for the rail enthusiasts. Going over the North London route. Or underneath it, I should say. Some workers up here. Where are they? I know they're up here somewhere. Must have went past them. We might have to wait a little bit up here actually, because when flying through, we're way ahead of schedule. I'll turn those lights on now anyway. Keep them on. Yeah, got the red signal up here. That's a fake one. Turns those lights off now. Lots of Class 350s in the holding yard there. Lovely doubly. Attention passengers, we're approaching Euston Station, terminating station of London, England. Make sure that you have all your belongings with you when leaving the train. Make sure to mind the gap when leaving the train. Also, to make sure that you are not smoking at the platform of this station. That includes e-cigarettes. Fines apply. We thank you very much for choosing Aventic West Coast for your stay. Thanks for watching today's Australia Worldwide Entertainment coverage of Train Sim World 5. Alright. Full replay will be provided today's stream, folks, at 1440p 60 frames per second, added to our Train Sim World past live streams playlist. That's one of 3 playlists for Train Sim World here at our YouTube channel. We have uploaded videos playlist for Train Sim World and a introduction tutorials playlist also. We also have the Train Simulator Classic playlist, and we have some other rail action as well on our channel. You can check out some of the other trains action we've done throughout the time, including Trains 22, Trains 19, Simrail, Subway Hamburg, sorry. Don't forget we're getting the second version of that soon as well. Going into the first platform today.
Yeah, so they decided to fire the coach and they're still the same old Manchester United. Yeah, I know.
Great conversations. There's always some interesting conversations going on in the game. It'll never be the same. That's what happens when you can't replace a god and a team of gods. The teams, yes, the players. You'll never replace royalty in art. Right. Very empty station. Is there any fucking passengers at all? Yeah, seems to be an issue with passengers, I noticed, with this mod. I don't know. Something going on or... Anyway. Okay, seems to be an issue there with that particular service, but anyway, we will finish with that. Okay. Alright, we did get there in the end. That worked out great. Seems to have been an issue there with finishing the service completely. So I don't know what's going on there. It seems to be a bug. I don't know. But anyway, that's all we've got time for this week's edition of Choo Choo Tuesdays. We'll be live again tomorrow with Midweek World of Trains, episode 196. We'll be live from 8 p.m. in Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Times of Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, Hobart. 7 p.m. in Queensland, 7:30 p.m. South Australia, and 6:30 p.m. Northern Territory, 5 p.m. in Western Australia. International viewers, 10 p.m. New Zealand, 6 p.m. I do believe in Japan, 9 a.m. UK, 10 a.m. Central Europe, 4 a.m. in Eastern States of the United States, 3 a.m. Texas, USA, and 1 a.m. West Coast, USA. We'll see you then for Midweek World of Trains, our most popular live streaming show of the week. Back tomorrow for another couple of hours. We'll see you then. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And enjoy. Thanks for coming along, everybody that chatted today. The Railway Guy, Chris, Crazy Aussie, and our new guy, Emerson Gaming. Thank you very much for coming along to you all. We will see you, hopefully, again tomorrow for some more chat and rail action here. And we'll be definitely talking about the preview of the MBTA commuter, and if there's any new mods that have come through, we will definitely let you know. At the moment, I can't say anything because it's been pretty quiet the last week with mods, to be honest. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. It's bye-bye for now. Next will be provided the full replay of 3 previous weeks of Choo Choo Tuesdays and the dedicated past live stream playlist on the bottom right hand corner. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Just a reminder, folks, next week, Tuesday's episode will be Train Simulator Classic.